So you made it to week 7. Congratulations. The end is near. You've almost made it. I'd like to start out today by letting you know a little bit about all the people who have been involved in preparing this course. And I want to personally extend my thanks to each one of these individuals because I have learned so much. We've talked a lot in this class about how information technologies have disrupted industries. Well, education is a perfect example. And nowadays, being a faculty member at a university, you really find that you need to work in a team with really high quality people who know all of the technologies as well as the pedagogical methodologies and the best tool sets out there to help deliver the educational message that we try to get across as an institution. And so probably the biggest thanks go to Heather. She's an instructional designer and she's been the lead for this. She's been so patient with all of us on the team and helping to guide us and make sure that we do things properly, but also learn a great deal along the way. I think we've uncovered different tool sets that we've learned about and been able to apply them in this class, and you'll experience some of those as you go through it. The way that we're teaching Excel, for example, is very novel, leverages very modern tools, and it's hard to compete with a lot of the other companies who've been in this education of Excel business for a long time. But of course, what we've been able to achieve ties to the cognitive biases, and it ties to the other content that we've developed in this class. So thank you, Heather. We sincerely appreciate your leadership. Another couple of folks I need to thank are two students. They're both Master of Science students here at Arizona State University, and Himanshu is the first one, and he came to work on this project right from the beginning, and he put a lot of energy and creativity into building the content that you've been working with in this course. So he has his personality stamped in so many different ways. You've heard him talk on Camtasia videos, and without his leadership in developing a lot of these Excel materials and commenting on a lot of other parts of the course, we wouldn't be where we are today. So thank you. Next is Daniel. Daniel also has been working with us on developing content, and I'll tell you some of the materials that he developed, for example, for your financial application Excel assignments, had me really thinking. He's a very smart guy and has come up with ways to I think in a lot of the advanced Excel types of applications, he's come up with ways to really challenge you if you're so inclined to want to tackle something that's beyond that intermediate step and get into something really difficult. So he's been a great content designer, and just really appreciate all of his effort. Lauren has been the project lead on this. She's been very patient. She's built a lot of these courses and done a lot of this in the past, and has been involved with the Global Freshman Academy for a long time now. And she's very helpful because she knows how to integrate the different parties that are involved in trying to develop this content, and her managerial style is very nice. She's quiet, but when she says something, everyone listens. So thank you, Lauren. Next is Alicia. I really think she is a creative genius. She has been preparing a lot of the multimedia for your cognitive biases that you've been learning about, and I know that developing some of that content and providing it to her I thought, boy, this is going to be really dry, and then I saw what she did to it, and it's just absolutely amazing. And without that kind of creativity and talent, preparing the media for you, the course wouldn't be what it is. So thank you, Alicia. Next is Guy. He's been here with me on all these videos. He has all of this sophisticated equipment that I can't even figure out how he's got it all connected. Talk about a complex computer system, he's running it. And he's put this all together and has a studio here at Arizona State University, and has guided me and taught me in how to present my information in the best way possible. And we just really appreciate him. He's actually the person who's who's brought the content to life that we've tried to develop and bring it to you as best we can. So thank you, Guy. Jinjing is an instructional designer associate, and she really has been looking at all the materials and improving them and developing them. And I like what she says there. She says, I design learning experiences in digital environments. And this has been very much an attempt to build experiences for you, not just somewhere where you go and have to listen to a podcast, but actually do some things and engage with the material and learn more from it. So thank you, Jinjing. Next is Kristen. She's also been really helpful. When we looked at all the different tool suites that are out there, she really has a good understanding of all those technology systems and was able to find the best ones that we could leverage at this point in time. And a lot of her thinking has been behind the scenes in terms of making sure that we were using the right tools and bringing that to you. So thanks, Kristen. Finally, Peter is a manager of instructional design, and he's been kind of the leader. He's brought us together when we needed to get corrected and moved in a little bit different direction, or in my case, maybe moved a little bit faster. So I really appreciate his patience and understanding, as there's a lot of learning that goes into to building a course like this. And so thank you, Peter, very much for being a good leader of our team. So what's up this week? We're going to talk a little bit about information security. The bad thing about information and how you leverage it for competitive advantage is that there are cyber criminals out there who want to take advantage of it and steal it and use it to their own advantage and gain. So information security is just one of those banes of IT as a competitive weapon. It's one that all organizations have to deal with. And we'll talk a little bit about that as a field or a discipline as well for your career. Next thing we'll do is we'll look at data assets and artificial intelligence. Data is really becoming one of the most important assets for organizations. I recall the CEO of IBM said data is the new oil. It's really becoming an important part of how you operate your business into the future. And of course, we'll look at artificial intelligence in depth. We've been mentioning it and discussing it and tracking it throughout the course and referencing it in different contexts of companies that we've discussed. So we'll return to that theme and wrap it up and talk about maybe some of the careers you might find interesting that would lead you to be ready, if you're so inclined, to want to work in that field, or at least to be able to invest in companies that leverage AI, or maybe even you want to start your own company that understands or leverages AI for a particular niche. And then we'll talk a little bit about the fact that one of my quotes is a T.S. Eliot. One of my favorites is, and I paraphrase it here, that in the end we return to the beginning and we kind of understand the place for the first time. That's really true of this class. You probably had a good understanding of information systems in business, but hopefully through the materials we've gone through your introspection, through your leveraging of tools like Excel and exposure to all those cognitive biases, you'll really understand the context for what information systems in business is all about. So thanks and welcome to week 7.